Welcome to the 2020 INA Meritorious Service Award announcement. INA is led by volunteers on our board, on committees, those you may see, and many more behind the scenes. The health of our association is a tribute to many, many hours of time invested by these volunteers over 3 decades. In 2014, the INA instituted the Meritorious Service Award. The International Nanny Association's Meritorious Service Award goes to an INA member who has been a strong, sustained supporter of the International Nanny Association and its mission. Individuals eligible to receive this award cannot receive remuneration for the activities supporting the INA. The individual is a volunteer whose activities support the INA. This year's Meritorious Service Award recipient joins past recipients Sandra Costantino, Jody Merlin, Mary O'Connor, Glenda Probst, Wendy Sachs, Susan Tokayer, Kathy Webb, and Karen Yatsko. We would like to introduce you to the INA's 2020 Meritorious Service Award recipient, Kelly Garris. Past award recipient Karen Yatsko would like to share a little bit about Kelly's service to the INA.
Hello everyone, it's my pleasure to introduce to you my best friend Kelly Garris, who is this year's recipient for the INA's 2020 Meritorious Service Award. Congratulations to my friend and fellow colleague Kelly Garris. As a former recipient of the INA Meritorious Service Award, I'm pleased to welcome you into this family of honored volunteers. 25 years ago, we formed a friendship that started at an INA conference. As the friendship grew, so did our time together volunteering with the INA. I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to work with you on many committees and special projects. I have always admired your determination and can-do attitude. Kelly has also been a wonderful contributor to the organization, wearing many hats. I'm sure many of us can remember some of those hats. My favorite is her as the conference coordinator, wearing her traffic cop hat. She's moving us along to get to sessions on time and to not miss our bus for outings and last-minute room and speaker changes, which she handled beautifully. As an organization, we have been very fortunate that Kelly shared her skills, talent, and time with the INA. Thank you, Kelly, and congratulations on your award.
Hello. Thank you to all who nominated me for this honor, to the nominating committee, and to the INA Board of Directors. I became a nanny in 1989, long before Care.com, Skype interviews, and social media. I never met my first employers until they met me upon my plane landing in Newark, New Jersey. In the early 1990s, I was fortunate enough to meet my first nanny tribe, my nanny sisters, of whom I'm still in contact: Karen Brown, Bridget DeVivo, Laura Shulgett, Becky Votter, Stacy Gebecki, and so many others, the ladies of NJNN, New Jersey Nanny Network. Karen Brown introduced me to INA and my first INA conference in 1994. It was there I met another Karen Yatsko, but more about her later. In 1996, a close family member asked me that dreaded question: when are you going to get a real job? And that set a path that led me to my nomination and receiving the honor of 1997 INA Nanny of the Year, and shortly thereafter I joined the INA Board of Directors and would ultimately serve in almost every capacity over the next 20 years. Upon taking off my board hat, I was ultimately lured back to oversee 3 more conferences in a paid capacity. And again, many thanks to Kathy Webb for making that phone call that started it all. 2020 is a momentous year for me. 31 years as a nanny, household manager, and this would have been my 25th INA conference. When I became a volunteer with INA, we used to have these hour-long conference calls for the board via phone, and thermal faxes were sent. Printed and bound membership directories were eagerly awaited each year by members and cursed by those of us who were working on them. Conference registrations and memberships were handled via paper forms, and checks were mailed in to renew your registration or register for conference. Membership certificates and publications were mailed to you, and there was no INA Nanny credential exam. The newsletter was a months-long production for each issue, consisting of 10 or more pages, and it was mailed to you via the United States Postal Service, actual snail mail. We've come a long way since those days, and I'm honored to have been a part of dedicated industry veterans who had a part in shaping the INA. Over the course of my volunteering with INA, I saw the moving of the INA office not once, not twice, but 4 times. 2 words, Google Drive, or Dropbox if you're so inclined. I oversaw the planning of 11 conferences, either as a volunteer or a paid position, numerous research projects, numerous board nominations, website overhauls, marketing efforts, new membership drives, and endless reams of paper, blood, sweat, and tears. But all great things must come to an end, and it was time to turn things over to new energy and new ideas. There are so many I need to thank, but I must share a few special shout-outs with you. To my parents for putting me on a plane in 1989 to fly halfway across the country to work for people I'd never met or seen, all because I was the responsible one of us 3 kids. To my aunt for asking the dreaded question and cheering me on as I have found the answer. To my mom, who would have been with us in Montreal and adores her time coming to the INA conferences. So much past, present, and future, and here's to many, many more adventures with Mom. To Pat Cassio, Guy Matalone, Sandy Costantino, Mary O'Connor, Becky Kavanaugh, Barbara Klein, Wendy Sachs, Susan Choquer, the late Judy Merlin, Denise Collins, Glenda Durst, Sharon Graff Riedel, Alan Friedman, Michelle LaRoe, and so many others that I had the opportunity to work with alongside. These amazing men and women, pioneers in our industry, and many of them responsible for you being where you are today in this industry. I learned so much, not just about INA, but about integrity and respect and business, compassion and friendship, and a love of Chinese seafood found in Philadelphia. To Harriet Grant for creating a legacy I hope I have continued and I hope that you would be proud of. To Glenda Probst for your wisdom, your guidance, your friendship, your patience, your support, and most of all, your friendship and your grace. To Sue Downey for having a vision and letting me share in the journey of this thing we called Our Nanny Diary. To Angela J., Deb, Alice, Leah, Suzanne, Melissa, Myrna, Christina, Ginger, Jamie, Shenandoah, Katie, Delaney, Angela P., Jocelyn, Tanya, Marcia, Liz, Paula, Michelle, and everyone I call friend and mentor. Thank you for liking me, for loving me, and putting up with me. I love each of you and am grateful for your friendship, your love, your guidance, and your faith in me. And finally, to my person. The Thelma to my Louise, the drunk one to my drunk two, my BFF, Karen Yatsko. We met at my first INA conference and have been inseparable since 1996. Through divorce and death and job changes and moves, our adventures are epic and envied. My life would be very dull and boring without you, and I look forward to our nanny retirement commune where we will find all sorts of new trouble. Adventures. Thank you all. Thank you again for this honor, and I'm honored to be your 2020 INA Meritorious Service Award recipient. Thank you.